I'm Dave Salter Adams, Operation Eagle's Wings, honoring all who serve and leaving no one behind. We are here at the National Medal of Honor Heritage Center in Chattanooga, Tennessee, a facility that does a wonderful job of telling the story of the sacrifice of men like Desmond Doss, who put others above themselves, caring more about them than themselves. In Okinawa, Desmond Doss refused to carry a weapon because he was a conscientious objector, but braved withering fire and saved the lives of 75 men. In fact, if you read the story of Desmond Doss, on 3 separate occasions, May 2nd, he exposed himself to heavy rifle and mortar fire and rescuing a wounded man 200 yards forward of the lines on the same escarpment cliff resembling this right here. On the 5th of May, Desmond Doss unhesitatingly braved enemy shelling and small arms fire to assist an artillery officer. By applying bandages, he moved the patient away from the fire, and while artillery and mortar shells fell close by, he painstakingly administered plasma to the injured man. Later that day, when an American was severely wounded by fire from a cave, Private First Class Doss crawled to him where he had fallen 25 feet from the enemy position and rendered aid and carried him 100 yards to safety while exposed to enemy fire. Again, on May 21st, on a night attack on high ground near Shuri, he remained in exposed territory while the rest of his company took cover, fearlessly risking the chance that he would be mistaken for an infiltrating Japanese and giving aid to the injured while he himself was seriously wounded in the legs by the explosion from a grenade. Rather than call another aid man from cover, he cared for his own injuries and waited 5 hours before litter bearers reached him and started carrying him to cover. That trio was caught in an enemy tank attack, and Private First Class Doss, seeing a more critically wounded man, crawled off the litter and directed the bearers to give their first attention to the other man. Awaiting the litter bearer's return, he was again struck, this time suffering a compound fracture of one arm. With amazing fortitude, he bound a rifle stock to his shattered arm as a splint and crawled 300 yards over rough terrain to the aid station. Through his outstanding bravery and unflinching determination in the face of desperately dangerous conditions, Private First Class Desmond Doss saved the lives of many soldiers. His name is synonymous throughout the 77th Infantry Division for outstanding gallantry far beyond and above the call of duty. Private Desmond Doss said, "Lord, please help me get one more until there are none left and I'm the last one down." Stories like Desmond Doss reverberate here at the Medal of Honor Heritage Center in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Stories that we need to take to heart. Today, it's very common for us to put ourselves ahead of others. But as we look at our history and look at the example of men like Desmond Doss, they put others above themselves. In this country today, we need to start thinking about the country above ourselves.